Talk about all the new HD channels that we are going to be offering over the next little while.
Well, if you're a TV watcher like myself, and I admit it, I like TV. You know, I like to watch TV. I like to do it on my terms, though. So, you know, one of the great things about cable right now is not only is there HD everywhere, high definition, and if you've ever watched high definition, it is quite hard to go back to standard definition. So that's what our customers are saying. That's what they want. You know, when they go to their TV set, the first thing they turn on is the HD channels. So we offer about 60 of them right now, and we're going to add over 20 this summer. Most of these channels are existing channels that we already have in standard def that people watch all the time. So things like the Food Network, CBC News Network, you know, Bravo, Much Music, Discovery Channel. So all the ones that you're used to watching in standard definition will be added. And we're going to offer some new ones that have just launched, FX Canada. That's one of the more popular services out there. And you know, we hope to do that in July or August and do it all at once. So there'll be some sort of changes to your channel lineup, but we'll send you lots of information about that.
Take us through, if you can, a little bit of what is required when a new HD channel is being kind of from start to finish. The idea is conceived, we put it in process, and then next thing you know, we can flip it onto our TV in a nutshell for us.
Sure, yeah, I mean, to launch any channel, but specifically HD, for example, Gord and I started working on this list back in October, I believe, November. And it's just actually the hardest part we've had this time is actually getting the channels into Source. So whether it's a channel owned by Rogers or Bell Media or Shaw Media, I think they're all called. It's just hard sometimes to get those actual channels into our office to distribute to our customers. So that's the big holdup right now. But then we have to, there's a lot of equipment to purchase. There's space on that coax that comes into your house has to have channels allocated to it so that there's space for them. So when your TV tunes to that channel is there. So there's planning on that side and just making sure it's efficient so that we get as many channels as possible on at the same time.
Mm-hmm. Let's talk about a person who leads a pretty simple life. They go to work, come home, they got the family, and they don't like all the extra gadgets. They're afraid they're going to set off a false alarm. They don't know how to work it. They're scared by electronics. Talk to those viewers right now about how this will be an easy transition for them.
Well, even if they're not that technical, I mean, to arm-disarm the system is strictly a 4-digit code they put in and out. So that takes care of the burglar alarm portion of it. Like you said, they can do CO detectors, smoke detectors, so they can protect their family when they're home if there's ever a fire in the house. CO, of course, is odorless, tasteless, so you never know when it's there. So it's nice, even if you have pets, you're out, you're at work, so you're notified if something's happening in your house. Flood detectors, a lot of this winter hasn't been so bad and the spring so bad with floods in Hamilton like we had in past years. But if you have that protection as well, you'll be notified as soon as the water level starts to come up in your house. Low heat, for those snowbirds and stuff to go down south, we can do low temperatures. So if your heat ever goes off in your house, we're notified that the temperature drops down. Typically set for about 40 degrees Fahrenheit, so your pipes aren't going to freeze for a while, so you can get plumbers in or your heating technician in to fix whatever needs to be fixed. So there's lots of things over and above the traditional alarm system that we do.
I wondered if Source Cable is looking at the next generation of PVRs that allow you to broadcast your tape programs to the other PVR boxes.
Oh yes, we've had this question before, and I see both Gord and Daryl nodding, so you guys arm wrestle over who wants to answer this one.
I'll give this one to Daryl.
No, I want to hear what Gord has to say. Yeah, so whole home DVR, multi-room DVR are some of the phrases you may hear with this kind of technology. And in all honesty, we've had labs and our own trials in progress for just under 2 years now. And we've gone through 3 different versions that we found on the cable side, on cable boxes, just aren't up to par yet. And they are getting better. And it is something that we want to offer to our customers, but it's got to work 100% before it goes out to you. So it is on the roadmap, so to speak, but there isn't anything today that we think meets the standards with the equipment that's in the homes today.
Take us through what you would do on a typical service call. You kind of assess what's going on, you have an idea, and do you backtrack all the way to Source Cable? Do you backtrack to where the node is? How does that work?
Well, typically, because the customer calls in, you start at their house address, and their house is connected to a pedestal. So you start at the pedestal, verify levels, and you're able to chase back through the underground, through the cable to the house. And then after those levels, you check inside behind every TV and everywhere else behind the modems, just to make sure. And typically with the meters, you can very quickly tell where signal loss is, where it shouldn't be lost. And it could be just as simple as a connector, it could be a splitter goes bad. There's lots of little things that we check for.
We have two great little phone services, Home Phone Basic and Home Phone Plus. And we've done an apples to apples comparison with the competitor. And basically for virtually the same services, we're $22 less a month for both services. And as far as the quality and how they work and the different features, they're very similar. But we offer a few little extras. Not only do you save $22 with our Home Phone Plus, but we'll give you a local calling area that's the Greater Toronto area. I'm not familiar with any other phone company that has a calling area that large. So if you have an Aunt Matilda in Pickering that you want to call every night of the week, it's no extra charge. Plus, we'll throw in 1,000 minutes of long distance calls in North America. So if you have a Uncle Eddie in Los Angeles you want to call, it's all part of the $35.99 a month, or, depending on what package you're in. So, and then we throw in 6 free features. Voicemail, I was looking at a lady's bill for the other day and she was with the competitor, and she was spending $10.95 a month on voicemail. $10.95. So ours is thrown in. So there's a lot of reasons why customers have come over to us. And quite frankly, the majority of our customers, our cable customers, now take our phone service.
Yeah, we're offering a ton of speeds now, from light internet all the way up to pro speeds. Talk to us about the speeds, Darryl, and why we've gotten to this. Are they capped? That's a big thing nowadays. And how are we able to offer what we can?
Sure. So to this day, Source Cable does not bit cap our customers, so you honestly have unlimited downloading, which is something the competition just doesn't do. They'll sell you upgrade packages to get more bandwidth, or they'll charge you more to have unlimited, but we're doing that today without the extra charges. So really, when you're looking at Source Cable for internet, which a very high number of our customers do, you're just looking at what the speeds are. You don't have to worry about caps and peer-to-peer filtering, and we don't do any of that kind of stuff. It's just the speeds are what you're looking at. And we have packages that replace dial-up, if that's all you want to replace, all the way up to, we do 25 megs today. And when we say 25 megs, we're talking about you getting 25 megs. And of course, we can't control what's happening on the internet, so it depends on what site you're downloading from. But it's, the competition, you're lucky to get 6 megs, 4 megs, 3 megs. Like it really depends on how far you are from their office or how many other people are online. So we're very proud on the upgrades and improvements we've done where the internet speeds are always there.
You have been watching Cable Connection right here on Cable 14, brought to you by Source Cable. It's always a thrill to do the show. It's always a thrill to be in front of the camera talking to you, our valued viewers and subscribers. We can't thank you enough for the people that called in. We'll be in touch with you. You'll be getting a $25 gift certificate courtesy of the Poorhouse. Once again, for Carl Rossignoli, Bill Thompson, Darryl Chandler, Gordon Corlett, I'm Mike Fortune. Thank you very much for tuning in to Cable Connection. We'll see you next time, folks. Take care.